Hi y'all, welcome back to another LEGO channel video. You guys have been asking me non-stop about my favorite sets that I have. So I thought it would be really fun to go over my 3 favorite LEGO Technic sets that I've built within the last year. Let's go. I have been really focusing on LEGO Technic sets. At the moment, I'm actually building like a regular LEGO icon set with regular bricks, and I am so thankful for the relief it is to build with regular LEGO bricks rather than Technic sets. Don't get me wrong, I love my Technic sets. They're so functional, you can actually use them, you can play with them, but building them can be really tough sometimes. Each bag takes like 20 minutes. It really hurts your fingers. If you're a girl and you wear nails, it's almost impossible. So Technic sets are definitely much more challenging than regular LEGO sets. But I thought it would be a really good idea to go over my favorite ones, so let's get straight into that. All right, starting with number 3 on my list is the Ford GT. This is a set that came out in 2022, and this was probably one of my first big LEGO Technic sets. I absolutely loved building this one, and it's actually the one that introduced me to the big car sets. This LEGO set has 1,468 pieces, and it's item 42158, and it's actually listed as 18+. On the LEGO website, it's listed at $119.99, but I bought it at Target, I believe, for like 99 bucks. So I got a little bit of a deal on it. I think I built it probably around 4 or 5 months ago, and this was such a fun build to build. I actually built it on TikTok Live, so I was super distracted the whole time, which shows just how easy it was and straightforward. This set is so functional and so usable. As I was saying in the intro, that's my favorite thing about LEGO Technic sets, is that you can actually play with them. You can turn them left and right, and there's a bunch of pieces that you can pick up, you can open. So for example, you can open like the trunk of it and look into the pistons of the Ford GT. Watch this. When you move it forward, all the pistons move. And I've noticed that that's also a feature in some of the smaller cars, but this was the first one I ever saw it in, and I really loved it. Of course, the doors also come up, and they look so cool when you do that. And this little front comes up. I don't really know what that's supposed to display. I think it's just supposed to display the turning gears. I will say one of the cons of this set is that it falls apart really easily. I don't handle it all that much. I try and baby all of my LEGO sets, but I have had parts of the doors come apart and I've had to fix them. There are little parts here and there that like to fall off, which you have to be really careful with. But other than that, it was a really fun set to build. It's an awesome one to display. Every time someone sees it, they're like, oh my God, that's the Ford GT. I highly recommend the set if you're looking into it. All right, the second set on my list is the Pac-Man Arcade. This one is such a unique set. Every time somebody sees this, they're just dumbfounded. They love it. They always ask me if the little parts move in accordance to this thing. Unfortunately, they do not, but you can move them with this little gear on the side, and all the little ghosts move, and the Pac-Man moves. So I thought that was a really cool feature. That was the hardest part of this to build though, because you had to put together all the little gears and you had to put in all the little stops for it. That probably took the longest of this entire set. This set actually comes apart. So this top part comes off of this, which is really good for these shelves because it would not fit if they stayed together. But this part always goes viral on TikTok. Whenever I make a reel with these, it always goes viral because people are shocked when it does this. I think that is so cute. There's a little button back here that moves the ghosts and the little Pac-Man, and I thought that was just such a cute little feature to add on. Such a cool little detail that they decided to add in there, which I really appreciated. There's also this button that lights up the little coin slot for the machine. So that was another really cool detail that they added in there. But this is the coolest part of the set. So if you turn it around, you can open up the back and you have access to all the gears and this tiny little mini arcade that they added into there. You get one minifig with it, with a mini Pac-Man arcade machine with a little gumball machine. I don't know what this is supposed to be, maybe like a trash can and a little seat, but this was such a cool little feature in here. All right, and now closing this up and turning back up to the front, another cool little detail that they added in there. Obviously with Lego, it would be really hard to make this functional. They definitely tried their best by adding in this little feature right here where you can change the score in that little window right there. So you can see you can go from 8,400, 10,000, 3,600. I thought that was so cute. The little details in this set are so awesome. A lot of thought was put into it. This set comes with 2,651 pieces, and it again is listed for 18 and up, so it is one of their like bigger, more advanced sets. The item number is 10,323 and just comes with one minifig. So again, if you're looking into buying this set, I would definitely recommend it. On the Lego page, it is listed for $269.99, which is what I believe I got it for on Amazon. It is definitely on the pricier side of the Lego sets, but again, it's such an art piece. People always comment about it. So it's definitely worth to throw into your collector's set. And number one on my list is unfortunately a retired set. So if you can get your hands on this, do it. Oddly enough, this is listed as an 11 plus set, which is strange to me because this is probably the most advanced Lego set I've ever built. This is the LEGO pneumatic tow truck. It has 2,017 pieces. It's item 42128, and it's the heavy duty tow truck. This set is what made me fall in love with Technic sets, but also I have such conflicting feelings about it because it is my favorite set. It's such a showpiece. People love it. There's so many different moving parts to it, but it is a pneumatic function set, which I did not realize the complications that would come with it over time. So over time, some of the little tubes that control the air going through the set might fall apart. They might come off of like the little knobs that hold them in place. So some of the functions that originally came with this set and I could play with when I first built it, unfortunately don't really work anymore. And I also think that was a little bit of user error. Maybe user error, maybe also packaging error from what they sent me. So when I was building it, I was having a lot of problems finding the correct tubing for the right steps. So for example, you can see this tube is way too long for this spot. I think it was supposed to go into another area, maybe down here, maybe over here. But in the actual instruction manual, none of the tubes lined up to the lengths that were listed in the instruction manual. I even brought out a ruler at one point to try and measure it. They were not matching up. So that was something that was a little bit difficult to build with this set. But let's just go straight into some of the functions here. Let's start with the easy stuff. Obviously, you can turn it left to right with this knob that pretty much comes on all the Technic sets. You can open these little doors, super cute. This part over here, so these hooks obviously go up and down through these little clicks, and then you can release them using these levers right here. So that's one of the more mild functions that comes with it. Now I will show you the pneumatic part. So it has a button right here to pump up the pneumatic pump. So you just pump it up a few times for whichever function you want to do. And this is one of the ones that still works. Look at that. So it has like one of these knobs on this side. Pump it up. Look at that. Isn't that so cool? That's one of my favorite functions of this. It goes up and down. Now, unfortunately, this knob and this knob are not working anymore. And I'm so sad about it because one of them is to extend out this part and the other one is to drop down this like towing part. So I'm so sad that those don't work anymore, but maybe if I finagle it a little bit, maybe I can get it back to working condition. And maybe if I try and rebuild it and put like the right tubes in the right areas, that might help. This wheel also comes up in like as like a regular, you know, semi truck. And you have these little parts right here for stability. I think that's so cool. Again, this set comes with so many details. They really thought about everything when they were making this set. And additionally, this part is supposed to turn left and right. I think when I was building it, I might have put in this gear wrong or something. I also built this truck on TikTok Live. That might have been another factor because I was answering questions the whole time and wasn't as focused as I should have been. So that could have definitely also been a factor into why it's not built perfectly. But this set is also supposed to turn left and right here with one of these gears, but unfortunately it just clicks. It doesn't really turn. So although a lot of these functions don't work anymore, and I think some of it is due to me, some of it is due to the set, it is my absolute favorite one because of how many functions are included in it. So if you're able to get your hands on this, even though it is retired, definitely try and do that. All right, I hope you enjoyed that list of my top 3 favorite Technic sets. Let me know if there are any other sets in any of these shelves that you want me to really showcase. I am right now building a special little surprise for you guys. I think you guys are gonna either see it very soon or you might have already seen it, but I'm not gonna reveal it in this video in case I haven't posted it yet. But I would love to go in depth into that one and some of the upcoming sets that I have as well. Before I head out, please make sure to check out all of my socials on screen. Make sure to check out any of my links down below. I also have my wish list linked down below in case you guys want to help with any of these sets. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!